What it is, street racing geeks, that I just completely playing Vehicle Legends in 3 a.m. So welcome back here, and that you know what it is for this Christmas event by the time in Driving Empire. So it looks like that although that anybody has joined the game, because as you can see there must be some sort of a Christmas tree over here for just one thing that have presents, and they must only have to say that we always going to be surprised. I'm started to get a little bit confused that we just absolutely talk about this. 45 minutes to go for around the last 22 hours before the Christmas event is going to be released for just in tomorrow as well. So tomorrow day that we're going to be doing about for this thing as well. And anyways, that the bad news is what I absolutely want to say. It's time to sell all of my vehicles, and probably that will cost for over $3 million. That once and for all, that I should be able to get around here. So, but first I grind up to $1.555 million we got able to get as possible by the drivers. So let's go inside of the dealership, and we're gonna be seeing about for this thing as well. So it costs for over $3 million as well. That absolutely 3 new cars had been added to BMW, being removed from Driving Empire. We still have any McLarens to do this because of all Maseratis of all Italian supercar brands have all gone removed for at once, unless first Pagani's had been licensed, and then so we absolutely tried to purchase this vehicle because it costs for around for $3.1 million in total. Because all you have to do is sell, for one thing, I'm gonna be selling the off-roader and the Supra as really possible. What is going on out here? That you just tried to stick myself all over this thing. Someone censored this legal man over here, and it's time to downgrade my Supra and sell them away. That all things would not able to get happen before for this thing as well. So we still have any good aerodynamics to do this, and I'm never able to buy for this at all. So, but looks like we're gonna be using for our tires. So we have anything as perfected as well. We cannot able to upgrade for any more of these things. I'm probably not sure that we're gonna be returned to the stock engine, returned to 157 miles per hour. We don't have any turbos as well. We still have rear wheel drive, and it looks like it's time to change the rims back into normal as well. So it's time to make things a little bit for just one gun as well, because I really don't think that I should be able to return back into stock, I guess. New rims are just completely available, and some other kinds of rims does not absolutely for just only one thing. So we're gonna be rebuying ourselves for 450. I'm not sure. It was all gone, and probably I should be able to sell this at once, because I'm probably not sure that we're completely nothing. Let's go back to red, and we're gonna be keeping on wheels for just purchased. So I'm not using for this only one thing. So as you can see that we're gonna be seeing the F-150 for the one last time. I don't really think I'm going to be selling my supercars at always. It's time to sell for that one with 29,000 and 35,000 as well. So without further ado, we're gonna be said, the last time that you'll be seeing this is DMC DeLorean, because unfortunately I have to say goodbye for all of my supercars as well. So let's just sold every vehicle that we got anything that else before. If before I'm going to be selling all the vehicles, unfortunately I cannot able to grind myself all my monies to do this, because all you have to do is downgrade all, and perhaps this isn't going to be just like a perfect thing as well. So I set into this volume into 1, because all this one sudden it's time to downgrade all the vehicles and probably we're not gonna be doing for sure. We're doing for a stock without any some sort of one thing was supercharger, and let's just return to stock transmission. So everything is absolutely going to be okay. No racing brakes has been enabled for to do this because always rear wheel drive, but it stays up to 199 miles per hour. So let's say farewell about for this thing, and it must be the Horizon edition, and all you have to do is we're going to be seeing about the top speed about the Dodge Viper around here, and I'm not pretty sure that we're going to be changing around to the ACR, and the top speed will be 232 miles per hour. So farewell to do this. That I should be costing for 125. So I'm sorry Ferraris that I just completely sold it all the way off. And the last time that you seen the McLaren MP412C, I just completely fully upgrade and about the GT3 car around as well, after I completely purchased for the Maserati MC12 GT1 as well, and the top speed will be essentially 233 miles per hour. I'm pretty not sure that will be time to downgrade at this, because I'm absolutely going to be using to return to no wing, and probably that enables the aerodynamics as well. So it's time to do for its no turbo as well, because of some sort of a large amount of nitrox. Return to stock engines, return to 208 miles per hour, but looks like we have returned back into stock, and looks like I cannot able to return to rims back to normal. So because of this only one thing that I just going to be to sell this at once. So I'm not doing this for one thing as well. It costs for 126, and the last time you see that for the Mustang GT500, but I essentially completely purchased about this vehicle because this vehicle is literally more faster than ever, because of only just one strategy that I just unlocking the racing engines as well. So there must be a 6-gear manual transmission and 196 miles per hour that we just eventually don't like. We completely roasted some other tuner cars, and unfortunately we're going to be selling the Dodge Challenger Demon as well. And so I'm going to be selling off for today, including this one. So let me see the top speed of the McLaren 720 GTR, and I'm not gonna be complicated to do this about for this one strategy of only one thing, because since I just played Roblox at 3 AM, and this is gonna be a bad idea, that someone was absolutely playing Roblox at 3 AM because of the Asians did, and ruined about for this only one purpose: 239 miles per hour. That is the good purpose about for this top speed, and I just driven over 2100 miles. We have completely driven around for this thing. So all you have to do is you're gonna be seeing the last time, and then I'll be sold of this vehicle whatsoever. So looks like it is about time to sold my 911 RSR, because that was the definition that we just completely purchased it for at once. And then the Ford GT 2016, that will be absolutely farewell to do this. So looks like I completely own this for sure before it gets removed. I'm not pretty sure this isn't going to be making to just away for just only one thing, because for one reason that I just completely upgraded about of this vehicle is the engine upgrades number 3. So let's get returned back into the garage, and we're gonna see about of their upgrades, because all you know about the stock engines we equipped it all the way to 230 miles per hour. But unfortunately I will never do this alone, because all you know that we just gonna be seeing to farewell of this one old staff. So looks like we're almost there, all the way to the top, and I should be able to sell one more. So because I have a one perfect plan that we're gonna be to do this, I'm gonna be using for additional cars like these things as well, and I make sure the cars looks like pretty original. So I may going to be decided that we're gonna be testing of this car, and I have any of limiteds of these things as well, because in case I'm going to be buying all limiteds around of this thing, because if I'm just going to be making a lot of money as fast as possible before the does really runs out of to do this. So likely we further to do, let's go for a track test. And what I expected to do, so that anybody who just tried to race with me, because unfortunately it was not. Everybody hates to race me as well, because that since I just completed to grind a round of these race without any friends for just only one thing. Not any friends. Those rivals are just gonna be beating me down as well, because I have slightly not pretty sure this isn't going to be just like going around of things a little bit further. So even that somebody who just tried to play Roblox at 3 AM, that the Asian person, that I just already said this thing, and likely it's not gonna be awkward. This feels really terrifying about of this all, and because I completely drifting around for just started to break a little bit of records by doing the initial D style, and that was pretty offensive outlawed of like these things as well. And because something outlawed that the Porsche is going to be taking the lead, I really don't think Porsches win. That perhaps that the new Porsche GT3 RS just completely win. And now it's time to return all the way into the entering around for the dealership. Now it's time to purchase for one of their, like I say, let's just completely able to purchase for one thing, and I have last $10 to go, $10,000. So I finally got this vehicle, since I got this from Car Dealership Tycoon. That is absolutely limited as well, that we just completely saw about for this thing. So get ready for the Christmas event for in just tomorrow, like I guess. In terms of upgrading any vehicles, we don't need to use any suspension, but I have decided to use for a racing tires for only asphalt as well. We cannot using for a visual upgrades about for many more stuff. We're unable to do this for like itself, which is absolutely turn itself for a racing transmission. So looks like we just completely upgrade to engine upgrades number 4, 251 miles per hour, and that is exactly how the top speed goes for around for its supercharger, 261 miles per hour. We do not able to get for a all-wheel drive, then that doesn't going to be such as cost. So looks like we unlock the racing brakes, but there is no car modifications available yet. So looks like it's probably is going to be ready. The paint color and the secondary color just pretty available or some sort of stuff. So without further ado, let's gonna be using for more yellow, and likely these things as well, and probably it's gonna be pretty good as well. And looks like the headlight color look like perfect as a racing driver. Le Mans driver is probably something that we're gonna be starting pretty good. I don't need to use as an underglow color, and probably that terms of their rims. So I have absolutely tried to decide that I completely started to purchase all the way for itself for just one thing. I completely purchased around for this rim default. So I'll not buy for anything of these things, because I'll make sure I'll be keeping things stock and not the all of the sudden as well. So we cannot believe that we're using any couple of rims as well. Now, I'm essentially gonna be using these rims as well, that we just completely finishing one song at a time. So, and I am not pretty sure, I cannot able to cost a lot of money to do this, because I essentially did be doing this, but that's it. Since I got on my perfect way that we're gonna be going around for this exit. So, looks like that is all for today, for just only one thing that we cannot able to do for just one stuff. I got for this one limited for this last 6 days to go, and finally we cannot able to get all the way for cost. So the Christmas is gonna be last 22 hours away, and thanks for watching, and I'll be see you mini lads and street racing geeks all later, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell, and also that I just completely playing around for Roblox in 3 a.m. as well. I'll be see you NASCAR fans or probably supercar fans all next time into the Christmas event of Vehicle Legends.